An urgent investigation by New South Wales Police is underway after a Sydney Mosque received a threatening comment online that appeared to reference the 2019 Christchurch massacres. Miles Holbrook Walk is at the Lakemba Mosque now. Miles, good morning. So tell us, what's the reaction been to these threats?
Well, Emma, from some of the highest officers in the land, we've seen the Prime Minister say that he fully supports the subsequent police investigation after comments were made on the TikTok account just underneath after a video was posted from the Lakemba Mosque regarding this apparent reference to the Christchurch shooting, a horrible incident that happened almost 6 years ago to the day in New Zealand, where we saw 51 people, almost all of them Muslims, killed in Christchurch, and a shooting that was carried out at a mosque. But this threat here that was made online, it's also been condemned by the Premier of New South Wales, Chris Minns. But I'm going to speak and introduce you right now on News Breakfast to Bilal Al-Hayek. Bilal, you're the member and mayor of Canterbury Bankstown. It's obviously a tough time right now in the community, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's devastating. After yesterday's TikTok comment on the Lakemba Mosque Facebook, but the reality is the Muslim community has been facing a tough time since the 7th of October. Islamophobia is up by more than 500%. It is a massive problem. We live in the best country in the world. We need people to bring us closer together rather than further away and divide the country.
Tell me a little bit about this subsequent police investigation. Have you been speaking to leaders at the mosque? I know Sheikh Yahya, for example, he's obviously a strong leader here.
Yep, absolutely. Sheikh Yahya is a very strong leader. I visited the mosque yesterday, and as you can see, I'm here today, and people are about to finish their first prayers of the day. The whole community, the mosque community, the whole community also is very devastated. Christchurch was one of the lowest points in my life, being here in Canterbury Bankstown. To reference that is a pretty low blow, and there is no room for it. Hate speech, whether it happens in the eastern suburbs or in Bankstown, it's absolutely not acceptable against anyone. I know the police have been very strong on this, and hopefully we just pray that those people that are doing this awful and evil act are brought before the courts.
And I just want to touch as well, this is during Ramadan. We're basically 10 nights away from the end of it, and it's also a time where, people, particularly right here, just back a couple of blocks over, you have Lakemba with the Ramadan night markets. It's something that's, a really special event. There seems to be that resilience in the community too. Even Fajr this morning, there's a lot of people here for prayers.
Yeah, look, the sad reality is the community is now getting used to this, and every time someone says something, a lot of people shrug it off, which is very concerning. So the reality is Islamophobia is up more than 500, I think it's about 564%. But the reality is the number is much, much higher than that, because a lot of people actually don't report it. I myself was a victim of not reporting. As you're aware, there was a media reports last week of an Islamic school being targeted a few weeks ago on my social media, was someone commenting kaboom with 3 bomb emojis. So this is happening way too often. Our community is very worried, they're frightened. It only takes one idiot to say something stupid and action it. It is not acceptable, it's not on. We will support our communities as much as we can.
Bilal Al-Hayek, thank you for joining News Breakfast. So, Emma, this all comes off the back of, obviously, an incident just a few weeks ago in Edmondson Park where we saw similar threats made online, allegedly by a teenage boy in Western Australia. He's since been arrested and charged over that incident. No arrests as yet for this incident, but police are investigating closely in what's been described as an urgent investigation.